Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our journey of sophistication. There is a common misconception that being a kind or polite person means always saying yes. We are taught from a young age to be helpful, to be accommodating, and to avoid conflict at all costs. We fear that if we say no, we will be seen as selfish, rude, or uncaring. But there is a hidden danger in the habit of people-pleasing. When you say yes to everyone else, you are often saying no to yourself. You sacrifice your time, your energy, and your mental peace to maintain an image of being nice. But a yes that comes from fear or guilt is not kindness, it is a lack of boundaries. True sophistication is not about pleasing everyone. It is about respecting yourself enough to set limits. Boundaries are not walls to keep people out. They are gates that let the right things in and keep the wrong things out. In today's shadowing session, we will explore the art of the elegant no. We will learn how to protect your space and your time without losing your grace. Prepare your mind. Stand in your power. Let us master the elegance of boundaries. Part 1. The People-Pleasing Trap. Most of us have experienced the people-pleasing trap. It starts with a small favor, a request we didn't really want to grant, but we said yes anyway because we wanted to be liked. Over time, this becomes a pattern. We become the reliable one, the one who always says yes, the one who takes on everyone else's burdens. But this pattern comes with a heavy price. When you overcommit, you enter a state of chronic stress and resentment. You begin to feel used, even though you were the one who opened the door. The irony is that by trying to be loved by everyone, you lose the respect of others and, more importantly, you lose respect for yourself. The truth is, people do not actually respect those who always say yes. They respect those who have a clear sense of their own value. When you have no boundaries, you teach people that your time is not valuable and your energy is infinite. The first step to liberation is realizing that no is a complete sentence. It does not require a long explanation or 1,000 apologies. Part 2. The Psychology of the Elegant No. The secret to saying no with elegance is to separate the request from the person. Most people struggle to say no because they feel they are rejecting the person, not the task. But the elegant communicator knows how to decline a request while still validating the relationship. The key is to be firm on the boundary, but soft on the delivery. This is the difference between being aggressive and being assertive. An aggressive person says, "I can't do this, stop asking me." An assertive, elegant person says, "I appreciate you thinking of me for this, but I don't have the capacity to give it the attention it deserves right now." Notice the shift. You are not saying no because you don't care. You are saying no because you care about the quality of your work and the integrity of your time. When you speak from a place of self-respect, the other person doesn't feel rejected, they feel the strength of your conviction. Elegance is the ability to be firm without being cold. Part 3. Setting Boundaries in Life and Work. Applying boundaries requires different strategies depending on the environment. In the professional world, boundaries are the foundation of respect. If you always accept every extra task, you aren't seen as a superstar. You are seen as a resource to be exploited. In a professional setting, boundaries are about expectation management. Instead of saying, "I can't do that," try saying, "I can certainly help you with this, but it will mean moving the deadline for my other project. Which one should I prioritize?" This shifts the conversation from a yes/no conflict to a strategic decision. In personal relationships, boundaries are even more delicate. Here, boundaries are not about productivity, but about emotional health. It is the courage to say, "I love you, but I cannot engage in this conversation while you are shouting at me." Or, "I value our friendship, but I cannot lend you money at this time." Setting boundaries with loved ones can be scary because we fear conflict. But remember, the only people who get upset when you set boundaries are the ones who benefited from you having none. Part 4. The Freedom of Integrity. When you finally master the art of boundaries, your entire life changes. You stop living in a state of reaction and start living in a state of intention. You discover that your yes becomes infinitely more powerful. When you are known as someone who says no to the trivial, people value your yes much more. It becomes a mark of true commitment and quality. But the greatest reward is the internal peace that follows. You no longer wake up with a feeling of dread about your to-do list. You no longer feel the slow burn of resentment toward the people in your life. You experience the freedom of integrity, the state where your outer actions perfectly align with your inner values. As you practice your English today, let your voice reflect this stability. Let it be grounded, clear, and unapologetic. Do not rush the no. Let it sit in the air with confidence. Fluency is not just about the words you use, but about the boundaries you set with your voice. When you speak with self-respect, the world has no choice but to respect you. We have reached the end of our session on the art of boundaries. I hope you feel a new sense of strength and a renewed commitment to your own well-being. Remember, boundaries are the highest form of self-care. Every time you say a graceful no to something that doesn't serve you, you are saying a powerful yes to your own life. If this session helped you find your voice, please leave a like and subscribe to our community of sophisticated learners. I would love to hear in the comments, what is one boundary you are going to set for yourself this week? Thank you for your focus, your courage, and your beautiful presence. Stay firm, stay graceful, and I will see you in the next session. Goodbye.